Have you ever felt like everyone around you has life figured out and you're just there trying to survive a day, sometimes a week? Let's talk about the pressure of having it all together because honestly, none of us do.
Hello, everybody. Welcome again to Self Girl Strong Mind. This is your girl Joyce hosting the show today.
There was a time I used to scroll on Instagram and I was just feeling left behind because everyone was so productive, traveling, finding love, and me, I was just stuck in one place, probably just with my my everyday job, and I just felt so left behind, like I could have done better. I felt like, oh my God, I'm getting old and life is not really going forward for me because, girl, if you think of it, you're probably in your early 20s, you don't need to have anything figured out. But when we see things on social media, it kind of gives us an illusion that, oh, we need to live in a certain way, we need to have certain things. But honestly, you don't. Your life is just starting. Okay, your life is just starting. You don't need to have it all together. But unfortunately for our society, for our society, they expect us to have everything together. Or sometimes it's just our mind. Yeah, it's our mind. Sometimes it's in our head that we expect to have everything together by a certain age or time. But baby girl, you're just a baby. I just a baby. Repeat that to yourself. I just a baby. Okay? You know the worst thing is, yeah, you are 21, 22, 20, 23, 24, even 25, and you're just already feeling behind. What are you feeling behind about? Like, I understand. I feel like it's our hormones and it comes with the age, but this is the time where we need to enjoy our lives, make ourselves and set ourselves, set some standards in your life. And if you find love along the way, of course, get it. If you find all these exciting things, traveling, an opportunity to buy a house, all that, like, do it. But don't have the pressure that, oh, somebody has done it on social media and I'ma do it as well. Like, I'm behind. Oh my gosh, it's just, I know people. Okay, let's talk about Ira and, oh, it's probably we are almost at the same, age group. But there's no pressure. She's making money, and me too. Literally, I'm finding my way to make my own money. But it still shouldn't be like, oh my God, I'm getting old, or I'm feeling. You shouldn't feel left behind on the worldly things. Feel left behind when you're not going to church, or you're not praying enough, or church or mosque, or you're not praying enough, or you're not following the commandments of God. Yeah, that's where you feel left behind. Not because of worldly things. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. You need to find your peace and happiness. That's what matters. Another thing that we get caught up doing is comparing ourselves to our friends sometimes, and influencers. Everybody have their own path, and honestly, we don't know what's going on in their life. We don't know what's going on in their mind. We don't know if they're actually happy doing what they're doing. You just have to find your own peace, because by the end of the day, everybody has their own path. Everybody have their own timing, destinies. Getting that first, or living first, or how can I even say it? How do they say it? In Lingala is kokende liboso, is kokomate. So in English should be, going first doesn't mean arriving. Yeah, going first doesn't mean getting there on time or arriving, something like that. Everybody have their own pace, time, path, destiny. God works differently with everybody. What could work for you on that time is not what's best for me. And sometimes we are just on the learning ground. Doesn't mean that, oh, she's done it, maybe she's learning. No, 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 it's not, nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. I just feel like we get caught up a lot comparing ourselves, like, oh my God, she's done that, oh my God, I need to do that, she's done that, I've not even done this year and she's already there, oh my God, I haven't got a boyfriend and she's got a boyfriend, she's got a life, she's got. Girl, there's a lot of reason for me personally to compare myself to a lot of people. But I know, I wouldn't say like I've never compared myself or put myself in that position. But growing up, I realized that it's not really worthy in a way. You need to find your own peace. You need to find things that make you happy. Okay, you need to find things that it's for you, like on your own path, man. Work on your career, get things step by step on your own path. Don't do things based on pressure or comparing yourself. Talking about peace, talking about peace, remind me that finding a balance between work, peace, personal life, relationships, and all that things is mad. It's mad because sometimes you really want to have a relationship, but some of the relationship really just eliminates your peace. Like, it eliminates your peace in a way. So having that balance of work, relationships, sometimes even family can wait a little bit. Sorry, but that's true. Having it all together really is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. Like, especially balancing peace and relationship. That thing is crazy, man. That thing is it's crazy. That thing is crazy. And another thing is social life. Managing your social life, because when let's just say when I socialize, or when we socialize, we see people and like, oh my god, she's wearing a Gucci and I'm still on a Mochi. And it's just like, oh, am I doing something wrong with myself? But girl, you're gonna get a Prada one day, and you're gonna get all that you want. It's just on your own timing, on your own pace. So, girl, my most advice is you trying to balance it, you know even in a relationship. Always think about you. It's okay to be selfish, girl. I learned that the hard way. I probably was one of those girls that is always there, loving girl. Whenever I meet somebody, my mind is already up there, like, oh my god, we're gonna get married and all that. Girl, you gotta forget that. Life is not like that. Life is not like that, man. Not everybody are just there for that. So you just need to learn the balance. You need to learn the balance of balancing it. You can still have it all together, don't get me wrong, but you need to learn how to balance things, okay? But the pressure is mad. The pressure is mad, especially when you're the first child. That's happening with my voice. Especially when you're the firstborn. I'm the firstborn of both sides of my family, and trust me, whenever it's my payday, I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this that. My mind just goes all over the place. I'm just like, literally, it's just a whole pressure. I'm the kind of person who's really emotional. Like, my emotion level is 100. I am emotional. I'm a lover girl. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I am a lover girl. So it's not just on the love topic that I can be like that. I'm emotional everywhere. I can start crying right now if you give me some money, a bet. But I cry anytime, any day. It's easy for me to just cry, and sometimes I do struggle. I do struggle to keep up. I do struggle to, like, oh my god, the world is evolving, and what am I going to do? Sometimes even on my career, I had times in my career where I was like, oh my god, this doesn't work for me, this doesn't work for me, this doesn't work for me. And me going through all that, everybody was singing Happy Joyce. Everybody always said that, okay, she's all right, Joyce is fine, there's nothing wrong happening to you. What else? This is what they say. What else you should have been struggling with? You've got that, you've got this, you've got that. And people don't really see that. You know what? I also have things that I go through that you might not know of. I had a lot of mentor from my second mommy in the UK. I had a lot of mentoring from her, and I feel like from there she really taught me how to be tougher. However, at that time, because I was still a teen, I didn't really use the advice really well. But growing up, I'm just like, you know what? She told me that. She told me this. Everything just keeps coming back. everything just everything just keep coming back. But sometimes I put makeup on to hide my struggle. Sometimes I smile a lot. I smile a lot. I come across as the happiest person ever. But that's probably the time that I am struggling the most. Nobody will ever know until I break down and cry, and then they'll be like, why are you crying for? It's not that deep. And I'm like, I've been going through this for ages. You're just noticing now and you're telling me that it's not that deep. Like, come on. We all struggle deep down, and I wouldn't say it's really okay to hide your struggles or your pain, because you really need to have that one person for you to be able to talk to. I am too expressive for my likings. Like, I am too expressive. As much as I try to hide, trust me, there's at least one person that knows and is helping me towards it, you know. But having to go through all this by yourself is the hardest thing ever. Even if it's your therapist, you need to try and talk about it. Don't just keep everything in, because that's when you have thoughts of giving up and all that. So don't keep everything in. Find your safe place where you can communicate and talk about your feelings. It's really important. It's really important. Et ça vraiment important for you solo là. Nowadays, yeah, success is, oh my god. My French tongue is crazy. Le success is being measured by money, looks, and what else? Social media, the amount of followers you have on TikTok, the amount of followers you have on Instagram and all that. But this is one of the things that I don't like about our generation. Gen Z are failing for that, because success is having peace of mind. For me, that's one thing I realize. You can have all the money in the world. Don't get me wrong, I want to have all the money in the world, but you can have all that and still not be happy. Success for me is finding God. You know, it's being closer to God. Success for me, it's having my family around. Success to me is having those little moments, is spending little moments with the loved one and having that peace of mind that everything is fine. That's success for me. Of course, let's not forget having money. Okay, having money, yes, of course, but like, we shouldn't really be defined, or how can I say, the beauty standards are crazy. They'll be like, if you're too slim, they're gonna be like, oh, you're too slim. Maybe you have this, you have that, you have that. If you're too fat, oh, you're too fat. If you're this, like, you can't win it. Just think of it like that. You can't win it. Okay, there's a different thing every day. There's a different look every day. Followers are gonna go up and down, girl. Just find your peace of mind. What really matters, what's in your heart. That's what matters. On social media, everybody looks like, actually, social media makes you look like everything is perfect in people's life, you know. Let's talk about Regina Daniels. We didn't know that she was going through all that, although we might have suspected. Or social media make you think that, oh my god, everything is so perfect, she's that, but we really don't know what goes on in people's life. When the camera is off, we don't know what happened. You don't know what's gonna happen to me when the camera is off. Like, let's stop judging people, or let's stop setting standards based on what we see on social media, because those are just camera on. Light, action, stop, cut, all that. So I can stop you at any time and have the whole trouble, and here I'm wiping, oh my god, have this, do that. Nah, girl, don't be defined by looks, or don't be deceived by what you see on social media, because trust me, it's not always what it seems like. It's not always what it seems like. You never see the parts where people are crying, stressing, or question themselves, oh my god, am I in the right path? But when we are seeing, oh my god, she's so successful. I can't say the word success. Oh my god, I'm gonna say success, okay? Just get it, success. Oh my god, she's so hey god. Oh my god, she's so successful. Oh my god, I just can't say it. You know what I mean? Full. And oh my god, she got all that, she got a car. Oh my god, she's riding this, da. Girl, you don't know what happened off the camera, okay? You don't know what happens off the camera. You know what I hate? It's when online trends make people feel less or late for something. Like literally, that's an ick for me. Because sometimes they really get you feeling like, oh my god, I should have had that. She's got that. It just makes you feel late or less self-worth. But girl, don't get yourself into that. Honestly, everyone lifetime or lifeline is really different. Some people find love in their 20s, even less than 20, and some people find it on their 35, 40, 50s, you know. Everybody have their own timing. Like I said, everybody have their own path. Everybody have what God designed for them. Some start business later, and that's okay. You can start your business later. That's okay. Okay, there's no deadline for your life. There's no deadline of when you're meant to do that, when you're meant to do this. There is no deadline. Okay, you do you. You do what makes you happy. You do you. Baby girl, just remember that. Okay, you are not behind. You are just becoming. Delay is not denial. Growth takes time, and peace is progress too. You get up? You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. Joking. What you can do is unfollow pages that makes you feel bad about yourself. Honestly, unfollow them, remove them, take them away. Any page that makes you feel less worth of yourself, it reduces your self-esteem, girl. We are taking that away. Okay, celebrate all the small wins because you are doing fine. Whenever you do your laundry, girl, celebrate it. Dance it, do a little dance. Celebrate when you're resting. Just celebrate it. Like, just take every little things matter. You don't need to have big things. Success can be any little things in a small town, and you're fine. You're success. I just can't say this word. Oh my god. Focus on being consistent, not perfect. Yes, nobody's perfect. The bottom line is you don't need to have it all together. You just need to keep going. Life is not a race, it's a journey, and you're doing better than you think. Okay? Thank you everybody for watching Soft Girl Strong Mind. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Don't forget to follow me on my other social media platform and share this to anyone who needs to hear this. Okay, life is not a race. You are doing better than you think. See you on my next episode.